Hello everybody, it's Everaltable4 for the weekly update. First of all, schedule for this week. Everything should be normal. At the end of this week is the Jewish holiday of Purim on Friday. So Thursday, it's like Thursday night into Friday, and Thursday is a day of fast, a day that we have to fast. So I'm going to try to get stuff ready before that, but it should all be good. I still have pre-recorded videos. I need to record some more Trails in the Sky because that's my last two pre-recorded videos are this week's videos. But yeah, I'm sorry there was no stream last Tuesday. I've been having some trouble with, not with my back, with my hips and my legs. So I don't remember if I said this last week, but essentially, because my back was in the state it was for however many years, with the screws not fitting properly, it put the burden of holding my body up on things other than my back. So like my spine wasn't as functional, so the rest of my body had to compensate. Now that my spine is functional again, fully functional, or at least it's functional enough again, the rest of my body doesn't know what to do with itself, because now parts that weren't working are working, and parts that were working don't need to work. So everything is trying to figure itself out, and it's resulting in a whole load of pulling all over the place in my mainly my hip and my hips and like the legs on the sides. The muscles are all have been in spasm for a few weeks because they don't know what to do. They have to, like, my entire back is shifting itself into a position, like it's working differently than it has for at least 4 years probably. So it's it just doesn't know what to do. So it's been painful, and so I didn't stream on Thursday because it went into very severe spasm that's still working itself out of, where I just couldn't sit. It was very painful to just do anything. It was just like pain all the time. So it's subsided a little bit, but it's still there. I think I should be able to stream unless I pull something. I'm going to try. I'm not supposed to do anything. I'm not supposed to do lifting or bending or twisting or anything, any heavy work. So I'm going to try not to push myself in any way. So there should be a stream. But yeah, that's how pretty much I've been for the past bunch of weeks. There's been just like a very noticeable difference in the pains that I have. I was under no illusion that the pain would go away. Pain would go away because, once they do surgery on you, you're going to have pain. Once they stick something in you, you're going to have pain there. But it's very different. Like before, if I sat, like, let's say in this chair, if I was drawing or whatever, I would feel like an acute pain right in the smack dab in the middle of my lower back. Like it felt like my spine was popping out, because, I mean, if the screws were loose, that's kind of what was happening. The area was loose, so the stuff was shifting and coming out. So like if I would lean forward or sit or do anything that required any sort of extended time in a chair, it would become acutely painful, like someone was stabbing me right in the back, and it would stay like that, and I would have to lie in bed for the rest of the day. I don't feel that anymore. I just feel nothing there, which is great. The pain is all around from muscles and stuff, but like with electrical stimulation, that helps a little bit, and a few other things. So it's at least manageable pain, and something that should go away as my body adapts, as opposed to, something that's just going to get degeneratively worse. So it's been very pleasant dealing with a different type of pain. Not that I enjoy dealing with pain. I'm not one of those people. No. But not that I enjoy dealing with the pain in general, but it's been nice having a different type of pain that I could reasonably do the things that I want to do, like drawing or, just reading or playing video games or recording or whatever, without fearing that I only have, I can only do this for 2 hours before I destroy the rest of my day. I still have problems with stamina, which is just something from not, being able to do things for a while and also recovering from the surgery. But the stamina problems are dissipating bit by bit. So it's been really nice. For example, last week was, I was supposed to say Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving last Sunday, February 14th. Thanksgiving Day. It was Valentine's. I don't celebrate Valentine's because I'm Jewish, and it's not a Jewish holiday or a secular holiday for that matter. It's, Christianity based. But I got in on it at least with some art. I wanted to do some Danganronpa drawings. And specifically what I wanted to do was I wanted to try to marathon art because I haven't done like an entire day of drawing in 6 or 7 months, I want to say. So it started off, I showed last week, I did the Kyoko picture. I'll just keep the camera zoom focused on this. So there's like the Kyoko picture here, which, because of lighting and stuff, you can't really see the detail, but it came out nicely, I think. See if I up the brightness at all, if that helps. Not really, because the camera's auto brightness is... Okay, I mean, that kind of washes it out, but you get the picture. So I did the same pose, I had the pose as a base, and then I drew different characters over it. But I drew 6 of the Danganronpa girls. Next up was Maki Arakawa. Maki Roll. I really like how that one came out. So the Kyoko one I drew last Saturday night. And the other 5, and I did sketches for the 5, and then the other 5 I drew on Sunday over the course of the day. Each one took between an hour and a half and 2 hours to do the line work and the coloring for. Number 3 was Chiaki Nanami. I really like how that one came out. Number 4 was Sayaka Maizono from Danganronpa 1, because I think that she just doesn't get enough love sometimes. I know plot, but I don't know. Number 5 is another character I don't think gets enough love, that's Peko Pekiyama. She had a lot of detail, but I really liked how that one came out. And the last one was Kaede from Danganronpa 3. So I did two of the girls from each game. Runners-up were Ibuki and Sonia from 2, but Sonia I've drawn before. I wanted to, for Peko... Oh, no, that's brightness. For Peko and what's it called? And Sayaka, I wanted to do characters I hadn't drawn before. Aside from... Chiaki, Kyoko, and Maki I've drawn before. I drew Maki once for Patreon. Kyoko I've drawn once for myself. That picture's literally hanging in the corner over there. And Chiaki I've drawn a bunch for Patreon and myself. But the other 3 I haven't really drawn before, so I wanted to. The reason why I didn't draw Ibuki, even though she's one of my favorites, is because her hair is a nightmare. I have drawn her before, and it's a nightmare, but I love her, so one day. Also as a bonus, all the pictures overlaid on each other. This is Danganronpa. That's Danganronpa. That's what Danganronpa looks like. Anyway, yeah, so I was really happy I was just able to get that all done on Sunday. My hand was sore afterward from drawing, but my back didn't hurt after doing that for, 8+ hours straight with like little breaks for, just food and stretching and stuff. My back didn't hurt, which, again, like I said, it's such a difference in quality of life. I'm very happy I got the surgery. Anyway, after that, let's see, there was more Undertale with John. We've been cleaning stuff out of our house, so that's been fun. Also, I mentioned Purim before. For those of you who are celebrating along with me, I hope you have Freilichen Purim, a good holiday. Significance of Purim is that even though last year it took place in the middle of March, because the Jewish calendar is a lunar calendar that takes solar into account. I've mentioned this before, but it's a lunar calendar, so it goes by the moon months. So each month is a maximum of 30 days, 29 or 30 days. So you lose 11 days a year, so it moves, or 11-ish days a year, so it shifts backward. But also, the holidays are solar, like Passover has to be during the spring. So every so often, a leap month is put in. So I say this because Purim last year was in March, now it's towards the end of February, because again, you lose 11 days until you put in a leap year, or leap month during a leap year, so it's not a leap year. But Purim was the last holiday last year before lockdown started. It was the last time we got together and did anything with anybody. We were being safe at that point, but it was before masks and before, we all just shut ourselves down. Literally, like, the next day was lockdown. Or like 2 days later, because it was toward the end of the week. So, yeah, it's interesting marking the 1 year point on the Jewish calendar, at the very least, the 1 year point of, the last time we participated in any communal religious activities. We've been home for the rest of the time just for our own safety, because people here don't understand what masks are or social distancing. This year for Purim, we're going to be going to where my brother lives, my older brother, because his synagogue there, his shul, understands what social distancing is, and they've been having safe gatherings of people, with masks and, cleaning everything off in between groupings, and size limits and distance limits and everything. They've been very, very safe as can be there. So it'll be nice to actually, like, go to do something religious for once. Not just at home, do something that we're supposed to be with a group for, but do it safely. I have been very insistent on not taking chances, and I'm only doing this because I explored if you hear scraping, it's because people are in the attic, which is above my room. I explored the avenues of how they keep things safe there, and their track record is that they have not had outbreaks in that town, in the community, because they've been safe. So, like, it's nice. So we're gonna do it, and I'm looking forward to, just doing something safely, but still within religious guidelines. Like, the religious guidelines of Judaism is that, like, aside from, like, the 3 cardinal sins of idolatry, sexual misconduct, I guess is a way of saying it, and there was a third one. I should remember this third one. Okay. But what I'm saying is there's the big 3 things that you have to die for. And instead of transgressing them. I'm gonna remember this after. I'm gonna look stupid. But anyway, Yeah, having a grouping of people for prayer isn't one of them. Health comes before literally everything else. Like, just as an idea of you have to live. It's just like plain and simple. It says v'chai behem, you shall live by the laws, meaning you shall not die by the laws. So yeah, health has always been our top priority with everything, especially when I had cancer and all the treatments and stuff. The ways that we bent rules within the confines of religious law, but it'll be nice to it'll be nice to go somewhere where we can work within a better framework of health and religious practice. But yeah, so it'll just, I don't know, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking this up because I feel like an idiot. Murder! That's the one I was forgetting. That's not good. That doesn't make me look good. I remember the idolatry and the I remember the idolatry and the forbidden relations, but murder I just don't remember. Oh, it must have slipped my mind. Anyway, yeah, you should, if someone puts a gun to your head and says, kill this person, you have to die before killing them, essentially. But that's dumbing it down. Anyway. That was good. I'm very proud of myself. Very proud of myself that I forgot that I'm not allowed to murder. Literally one of the 10 Commandments also. I'm gonna laugh at myself for the rest of the day now. Anyway, my copy of Bowser's Fury and Mario 3D World came in. We were gonna stream it last week, but I didn't get a chance because as I mentioned. So maybe we'll do it this week. It has, co-op, so I can play with my brother. Also, it came last week, which is really cool. I ordered from Holy Hand Grenade, my friend who does really cool art. Here are her links. Twitter and online store and all that jazz. She does really cool stuff. I have things of hers. Can't see it. I have things of hers hanging around the room and lots of pins and charms. But I got. She made Hades buttons, so I got a bunch. I also got this adorable little Nagito charm. Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at the excitement in his face. It's like a double-sided thing also. But look at this. I don't know, like a cute little thing. So yeah, it's coming with me to the next convention. But yeah, I'm gonna show you quickly all of the Hades pins. Got Meg there. Got Chaos. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of characters in the game. Hermes, I bought the entire set because I really like them. And I wanted to support Charon. Dusa. I love Dusa. I love all the characters in the game. I love Hades game. It is amazing. The chef. Demeter. Athena. Blood and Darkness. I love that. Every time I hear that, I just hear Zagreus going like that. Also, the back of the thing had just like a little thanks with Zagreus there. It's cute. actual Zagreus. I love her art style. Aphrodite. Artemis. Almost stabbed myself. Hypnos. Also Nagito. So he's just Nagito. We all know he's just Nagito. Uncle Poseidon. Poseidon's also one of my favorite characters. He's a bro. Alecto and Tisiphone. Ares. Zeus. Also need to close. Dropped on the floor. This could be a long thing because I have the direct to talk about and I apologize. Skelly. I love Skelly. Eurydice and Orpheus. I really like that they're together. Thanatos, or Miles Edgeworth, depending on who you ask. There we go. Cerberus, cute little pupper. It's very important you can pet the dog. Nyx. Achilles, there we go. That's his name. And let's pick up the other one. And, God. Patroclus, there we go. The Achilles and Patroclus ones, kind of like, you can have them separated or you can have them together. Aww. The one I don't have here, I have Sisyphus. There's a Boldy one that I got, but I gave that to my brother. Instead, you get to see the one that I replaced it with that he had, which is the little grub from Hollow Knight. The Boldy one is adorable, though. Got Asterius, Minotaur, and his bro, Theseus. So the two bros go together. Persephone. Dionysus. And somehow I actually picked it last, Hades. So yeah, awesome stuff. I bought all of them because I love it and I wanted to support the art. But yeah, so those are all, she's got a lot of cool stuff on her store. Danganronpa stuff and Phoenix Wright and lots of cool things. Go check it out. Let's see. Went to see an interesting house. So yeah, the Nintendo Direct happened. So just a quick rundown so that this doesn't become a 50-minute video. Also, if spoilers, if you haven't watched the Direct yet, I'm about to talk about it. So this gives you a chance to end off the video. Thanks for watching if you don't want to listen to the Direct. Pyra in Smash, which was really cool. She's coming out in March. Pyra/Mithra. I was personally excited for it. I know a lot of my friends were going nuts because they are Xenoblade Chronicles 2 fanatics. Some people, not so much. There's a lot of people that hated this Direct, but I don't know. I go in with no expectations. And if I don't like something, I'm like, okay, but there are other things I like. And I understand that not other people think differently than me. But I didn't think it was a bad Direct. I thought it was rather good, even if I'm not going to play like 90% of the things that they showed. Yeah, they talked about Fall Guys, the game Outer Wilds, which looked really cool. Famicom Detective Club, which looked very interesting. It's all anime-y and, detective visual novel style. Samurai Warriors 5, because the Switch is now a Muso machine. Legend of Mana, is getting a release, which I think Tim did a Let's Play of that, like, not too long ago. I think that was Legend, right? There was another Mana game they talked about. I don't know, I just remember seeing... Yeah, I think so. I remember seeing... It was Saga is what they talked about later. The Saga Frontier. I just remember seeing... I was looking at him like, oh, yeah, I recognize that from his Let's Play. Monster Hunter Rise, they talked about more. Mario Golf Super Rush, which is the closest we were going to get in the Direct to a Golden Sun remake. Because, Camelot. But it looks very cool. It has like some very chaotic options that kind of reminded me of Golf with Your Friends, and it had an RPG mode, which should be standard with all Mario Golf games, because, I don't know, that's just how it always is, but it looked very, very fun, and it was fancy, and there was art that I did based on Wario's outfit, which is amazing. Tales from the Borderlands, which is not a Tales game, unfortunately. Capcom Arcade, which looked interesting, and then Proton John did a stream of it a little later. There was a zombie thing that I did not catch the name, but it looked cute. No More Heroes 3 got a release date of August 27th. Also, that was the first game. They're like, we're going to talk about Smash Bros. And some other games that are coming out in the first half of 2021. And then at least six of the games they talked about in the Direct were happening in the second half of 2021 or in 2022. So, liars. A game called Neon White, which I don't remember anything about, but I'm sure it was fine. Had Steve Bloom's voice in it. That's what it was. It looked cool because it had Steve Bloom's voice. DC Superhero Girls Teen Power or something, which the tone was all over the place. I had no idea who the audience was, but it looked like it was DC superheroes. It was girls. It was teens. They were like in school, and it was like mini games and fighting and maybe part friendship simulator. I don't know. It was really, really difficult to see what exactly that was going on, but that was like the worst announcement of the Direct by far, in my opinion. Next, they talked about Garden Warfare Battle for Neighborville, which is cool, like a complete version, which didn't have... It was saying that it was play to unlock stuff as opposed to pay to unlock stuff, which was a problem with some of the Garden Warfare games, so that's cool. I had fun with... I didn't play Battle for Neighborville, but I played Garden Warfare 1 and 2, and they were a lot of fun. Miitopia is being ported to the Switch, which is neat, and it's got Horse Buddy. They talked about Mario stuff in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and one of the things was a warp pipe, which looked really cool. It was like a actual warp pipe that you could use to fast travel on your island. We'll see how much the load times are on it, but it looks cool. There's another game, Project Triangle Strategy, which I hope to God, because Project Octopath Traveler was the code name for Octopath Traveler, and they're just like, you know what? We're not making a better name. I hope to God Project Triangle Strategy changes its name, because that sounds so stupid. But it looked like Octopath Team version of Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that, which is pretty neat. I don't think I'm going to play it, but it looked pretty neat, and a lot of people were upset for whatever reason. I don't know. People don't seem to like Octopath stuff. I don't know why. I enjoyed that game. But that's coming out in 2022, so it was another game that's just like off in the distance. A thing called Star Wars Hunters, which looked like it. They didn't talk about it at all. I don't know. There's something about competitive multiplayer something. It was Fortnite, Star Wars, I don't know. Don't care. A game called Knockout City, which I don't think was interesting. I think, was that the one that was like the volleyball that had the really interesting trailer that had nothing to do with the game? I think so. Or dodgeball. It was like competitive Splatoon dodgeball. A game called World's End Club, which, I mean, I looked at it and they're like, yeah, we're gonna kill you, it's a game. And I'm like, oh, Danganronpa. It's like from the creators of Danganronpa and Zero Escape. I'm just... but yeah, I mean, if you're gonna tell me it's from the creators of Danganronpa and Zero Escape, I'm gonna buy it. It's coming out in May. That's just what you get. Ninja Gaiden collection, which looked interesting. It was like the PS3 games or something. I don't know. It looked very cool. Bravely Default they talked about, because that's coming out this week. Yeah, Friday. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, which is coming out on Thursday. Saga Frontier, which I don't think was ever released here. Apex Legends, woo. And then Eiji Onuma showed up on screen, and I was like, and he's like, yo, you probably expected me to be talking about Breath of the Wild too, huh? Well, we have nothing to say, please be patient. I'm like, at least they sent him out to say that to us, but he's like, but we do have Skyward Sword HD! Ba 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 da ba! So, yeah, that was neat. I like Skyward Sword a lot. Like, I think I hated it when it first came out because of the controls, but I played a ton of it. It wasn't one of those games I was like, I played 5 minutes and I dropped it. Like, I played a lot of it until I just really got tired of the motion controls, and I never finished it. But I want to. I've been wanting to pick it up and replay it, and I want to let's play it. But I was waiting. I was waiting for that Switch port, baby. And it's finally coming out. And they got the motion controls with the Joy-Cons, but they also have a version for people that, you know, have the Switch Lite or something that can't use that it's connected to the like the Joy-Con movement is like, you know, pressing up is like a slash upward or pressing down is a slash downward. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works. But I'm glad that they're making it more accessible at the very least. And also an HD version of a game that was already beautiful. Like, there's a lot of Wii games that you think about, like, with your rose-colored glasses, like Twilight Princess. Those were all 480p max. But, like, me thinking about my playing it, like, on the Wii back in the day, that's felt like HD to me. Like, seeing it now, seeing the difference, like, looking at it on the Wii, like, oh yeah, I could see where it's fuzzy, but, like, also, they maximized those games. And Skyward Sword looked absolutely beautiful. It's just, like, transferring that to HD is going to be mind-blowing, and I cannot wait. Also, the music in that game, beautiful, absolutely wonderful. Like, the only hang-up I had with that game was the controls. That's like it. That was a lot of people's thoughts with it. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited for Skyward Sword because I wanted to give it another chance. And it's coming out in July, which, once again, another ding because that's not the first half of 2021. You liars. Then they gave us another trailer for, of all things, Splatoon 3, which is coming out next year. Once again, not the first half of 2021. But yeah, that was a very mixed response. I saw a lot of happy people because I have some friends that are really into Splatoon, and a lot of people that are like, that's the last one. But again, Direct is supposed to be, you know, for everybody. It's not supposed to be for a specific, you know, subset of the gamers. So I don't know. I'm happy for Splatoon. I enjoyed Splatoon 2. I'm not really into the multiplayer part of it, but I enjoyed the single player stuff a lot. And you get a little buddy. You get a little salmonid buddy. So in the first game, the Octolings were the bad guys, right? In the second game, you could play as an Octoling, and the bad guys were the Salmonids at the end, or in the side mode. In the third game, the Salmonid is your friend. So who's going to be the bad guy that becomes your friend in Splatoon 4? We don't know. But yeah, so lots of hype for Pyra and Mithra though. Again, I'm sorry that you hear people dragging stuff out of the attic, but it has to be done today. Yeah, so one of the things I drew, since the Direct was on a Wednesday, it wasn't during breakfast stream for once. Stephen Mal's breakfast stream, which is weird, but one of the things was Wario's outfit, which was amazing, but I drew Rosa John. For Proton John, I drew Rosa John as in Wario's amazing golf outfit. I like how that picture came out. Actually, I was watching TV, so I just did like a sketch on paper first, and then transferred it to the computer. I don't usually do pencil sketches these days because it's a lot harder to correct yourself. But I wanted to actually... Sometimes I like to just try also so I can face the television and watch stuff. Let's see. Another thing that I did, I thought I drew more this week, but I guess not. Alright, yeah, well, this is the only thing I'm showing you anyway. Another thing was Patreon drawing of John Riel, the Alt John of Toriel and Proton John. I really like how this one came out as well. So, yeah, that's on Twitter and stuff. And NASA landed the Perseverance rover on Mars. And it's really cool because it has like a helicopter thing that's going to be flying around Mars, which is going to be really awesome. And yeah, I love it when things land on other planets or the moon or whatever. You know, it's so cool. It's so cool. Or they send probes out and they go to faraway places and we get to see pictures of things that are impossible to see on this planet. It's so cool. So yeah, I cry when I watch like the footage of everyone celebrating after it lands, and the first picture that you get of the Martian landscape from the rover and the subsequent everything else. It's so amazing. I love it. And I hate when people are like, but the budget you could use to do other things. You know what? If we're going to be slashing budgets, it should not be our science and space exploration. You jerks. You know, there's other places we can get a budget from to help people, but that should not be slashed from NASA. NASA already has such a low operating deficit because because of what it does. But it's all research. It's all science. We get so much out of it. NASA has developed so many things that we use in our day-to-day lives now. And that's something that's just like for the betterment of mankind, I think. And I hate when people are like, it's not worth it. It is worth it. At least it's like a hope. It's a wonder. Like, how many things do you look at and fill you with like a sense of wonder and hope for the future of like, wow, this is something that's going to span into the, literally going into the heavens. NASA is one of those things. And I just feel very strongly about people who disparage their work. Anyway, let's see. It was Futaba Sakura's birthday last week, so I posted a bunch of my art from the past, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching and listening and staying around. Again, yeah, so this week videos should be normal. Stream should be on Tuesday, with the Undertale probably on Wednesday, and yeah, hope you all have a great week, and that's about it. If you had a specific game or announcement in the Direct that you enjoyed, let me know in the comments if you want. Also, I'm wearing this new shirt because it's cool. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth 4, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.